Linguistic is the scientific study language as human activity. It is concerned with both the structure of language and the ways in which it functions different things. One of the subfield study of applied linguistics that analyzes the language, the law is forensic linguistics. Forensic linguistics is a branch of linguistics that investigates, summarizes, and analyzes the language, the law field. History. The term of forensic linguistics is used for the first time by linguistic professor Jeff Starfield in his book the title The Event Statement, a Case for Forensic Linguistics. The word forensic is based on the Latin word of forens and is, which means relates to the forum of public. The word of forensic is understood in its most recent and highly specialized way, meaning the branch of medical science related to determination of identity of a person corporate in connection with the judicial and justice. Theory and research methods. The research methods use a model covering research ethics, data collection, quantitative research, tradition, and literature review, such as some books and articles relate to forensic linguistics. The research working area involves the following forensic linguistics as follows. First, voice identification, determining whether the voice on treating tape recording was that of the defendant. Second, author identification, determining who wrote a particular text by comparing it to known writing samples of a suspect, sometimes also called forensic stylistic. Third, discourse analysis, analyzing the structure of a writing or spoken utterance, often properly recorded, to help determine issues such as who introduced the topic or wherever a suspect agrees to engage in a criminal conspiracy. Fourth, linguistic proficiency. Did the suspect understand the Miranda warning or police caution? 5. Dialectology, determining which dialect of a language a person speaks, usually to show that a defendant has a different dialect from that on an incriminating tape recording, as opposed to voice identification, which analyzes the acoustic qualities of the voice. Dialectologists use linguistic features to accomplish similar goals. 6. Linguistic origin analysis, determining what a person's native language is, often for purpose of granting or denying application for political asylum. 7. Linguistic veracity analysis. It refers to various linguistically inspired methods for determining whether a speaker or writer was being truthful. Types of forensic analysis. 1. Spoken data. For the analysis of spoken data in legal case, the known data samples are very often drawn from a recording of the police interview with the suspect. The unknown data samples are usually some form of covert recording obtained by taping the suspect's phone or from a concealed recording device. But in one case, well known to the author, the questioned audio data samples were extracted from a video surveillance tape or CCTV made during armed robberies allegedly committed by the suspect. Written data. One of the problems facing protectors in legal cases that involve written data is how to obtain known data samples from the suspect. Very often, the questioned material, such as threatening letter or random note, is readily available as it forms the basis for the complaint against the suspect. The contents where available often has to be drawn from a personal communication sheet or otherwise identified as written by the suspect. Email is becoming a major source of kind of data, but it is important that the impact of the medium communication is taken into account when the comparing email with a handwritten letter. The method of analysis might also present problems for a court. In that case described below, court was unable to accept a sort of a Third, discourse analysis. The area of forensic discourse analysis is concerned with the appropriateness of interviewing the techniques, the interpretation of legal text, suspect profiling, and other applications of discourse analysis to a legal case or to law enforcement more broadly. Number 4. Language of origin. This type of analysis has applications in establishing refuge status, where it is commonly used, but as it requires the analysis to have a true knowledge of both language acquisition theory and the very specific regional dialect spoken by the subject. Its legitimacy is strongly contested by organizations such as the International Association of Forensic Linguistics. Number 5. Commercial applications. There are many commercial applications of forensic linguistics, but the most common applications are in disputes over trademarks and copyright. Very often, a company will require expert testimony as to the extent to which a rival company may have infringed copyright or trademark legislation in naming or promoting a new product. And the last one is like detection. This type of analysis is only loosely classified as forensic linguistics, as its validity is often the focus of disagreement among professionals and academics working in the area. It is important to emphasize that commercial methods of lie detection involving the analysis of writing text such as scientific context analysis and criteria based on content analysis have not been verified by laboratory testing.